Go.
Thank you guys for coming today. My presentation is about things that can extend your life, one particular thing in particular. So if I told you some very simple things that you could do, some very simple actions that you could take to extend your life, would you do them? And I'm sure that depends on what those actions are. Eat more vegetables, exercise, wear sunblock, wear your seatbelt. According to Tennessee statistics from the Highway Patrol, compliance with the Tennessee seatbelt law is at 89%. I'm not sure what the standard deviation for that is. I would say probably plus or minus 7%. But either way, we still have at least 11% of Tennessee drivers out there not wearing their seatbelts. I've been a police officer for 19 years. For part of that, for most of that time, I was with the city of Elizabethton. I worked patrol, and we worked 12-hour shifts. We worked 14 days a month. So to get just a very rough, low average of how many accidents I've worked during that time, I averaged out 7 wrecks a month, and with that, I've worked a little over 1,000 wrecks. Usually we worked one wreck a shift. Elizabeth and Kerr County drivers have some issues, so that's all I'll say about that. So I have some experience of knowing what happens when you wear your seatbelt and what can happen to you when you're not wearing your seatbelt. The seatbelts stabilize the drivers and passengers just while you're riding from wherever you're leaving from to whatever your destination is. It also reduces injuries during minor collisions, and it can reduce fatalities during catastrophic collisions. I've heard people say that I shouldn't be forced to wear my seatbelt when I'm in my car. It's my property, it's my right, I have rights. But driving is a privilege, it's not a right. Nowhere in the Constitution, either state or federal, does it say that you have the right to drive. It's a privilege. That's one of the reasons that your driving privileges can be suspended or revoked, because it's a privilege. Tennessee enacted the use of seatbelts in 1986. It was what we call a secondary offense. We would have to see something else for probable cause to pull you over. And in January of 2004, it became a primary offense. So if we see that you're not wearing your seatbelt, we can pull you over. I received some statistics from the Center for Disease Control, and wearing your seatbelt reduces injuries and minor collisions by 45%, can reduce fatalities in catastrophic collisions by 50%. I've also heard it say that what would happen if I become trapped in my vehicle, or can't seatbelts cause injuries? And it's true, seatbelts can cause injuries in collisions, but they're normally very minor. Broken collarbone, bruises, abrasions, that type of thing. Nothing life-altering. And also, as far as if you could become trapped in a vehicle, anything can happen at any time. Just keep one of these handy-dandy little tools in your car. It's a window punch as well as a seatbelt cutter. So for some reason you were in a collision or went off the road, you can cut your way out, break your window out, and you can get out. And they also make these in keychain size as well. You may think I'll never be involved in a collision, and I hope that you're right. And I've got some pictures. Hopefully this is part of my conclusion, that I have some pictures of pretty catastrophic wrecks that there were no fatalities. Go back one. All of that damage, the driver was wearing a seatbelt and the driver survived. Same one with this one. This one went way off of the roadway. The driver survived. as well as this. This was a rollover. All of the passengers, the driver, everyone got out safely. Seatbelts, once again. And as I said before, you may think, I'll never be involved in a collision. That's never going to happen to me. I kind of thought the same thing. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulty. There we go. Okay, hopefully this will get it. I thought the same thing. I thought, that's never going to happen to me. I'm a good driver. I've been driving for a long time. However, January the 23rd of 2017, this was my cruiser. I was traveling at about 45 miles an hour, hydroplaned, and when the officers showed up, the other officers that I work with, my husband, the firefighters that came, I'm actually in there underneath a tarp with a firefighter who's actually filming me right now, and a coworker, and it took an hour and 4 minutes to cut me out. So if you think that it can't happen to you, I thought the same thing. Anything can happen at any time. I hope that some of my statistics, something that I've said, will cause you to think about wearing your seatbelt, if not for your sake, for your family's sake, because they're the ones that could be left here without you. So you guys have a good day.